Hi Aquarius, welcome to March. My name is Flo and I am Flo and the Moon, and I'm going to be doing your March tarot forecast. This reading is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome cross watchers if you're on looking for someone else. I'm actually going to burn a little bit of Palo Santo here just to cleanse the energy a bit. I've been doing readings. So this reading is time-stamped for March, but you know, like with anything, time is fluid. It doesn't really matter. So it's relevant for whenever you are led to hear it. What else? Because it's a general reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So I'm just going to tell you a bit here. I'm actually going to be doing your reading a little bit differently this month. I've actually been getting some really intense dreams. Actually, they always have been quite intense, but I've been called to share them with you. And essentially, there's prophecy and messages in it. So I'm going to be sharing that with you, and let's just see how it goes. Right, so last night I went to bed fully aware of which signs I'd be doing today, and yours is the last one. Yours is the last one. And so one of the main messages of last night's dream was, well, what I saw was, I saw a figure on the ground and it was covered in crystals. He was crouched, or it was crouched down on the ground, covered in crystals, and it's like these crystals were being activated. And I kept on hearing light body. Now, for those of you who don't know what a light body is, it's kind of our energy body, or our ethereal energy aura that surrounds our physical body. Because if our whole point on earth is to become enlightened and one with source again, or God, or whatever it is, it's the vehicle that will allow us to get to that point. And what happens when you activate it, or it's activated through the food we eat, the music we listen to, the people we hang out, the beliefs we have, you know, things like that, things that we do on our everyday. And I guess the more pure all that stuff is, the more pure our energy or light body becomes, and bringing it closer to source. So, you know, if you're not into anything new age, if you're not into that at all, then I totally get it. You know, if you look at that as a, you know, in a mundane way, it's, you know, watch what you eat. It's careful who you hang out with. It's, you know, are your negative thoughts leading you to limiting beliefs, causing you to not live the life that you would like? You know, things like this. And they're all related, right? You don't have to look at it as a new age thing, but they're all principles that we can adopt in our normal human life as good advice. So basically, the message is really watch out for these things this month. Because you're the last reading, a lot of information I think is really relevant into the next month. So I'm just going to be telling you a few things as well. There was a lot of themes of slowing down, slow down, and don't make time for friends, make time, even if you want to push the button on a lot of things, now might not be the time. There's a lot of cycles of doing things over again, or putting in a lot of energy and you're still staying put. You know, now's the time, and especially because of the Mercury retrograde, when I'm recording this, it's still on, that can hinder some of our plans. So just be kind to yourself, take care of yourself. Oh, and also a really important one was, I had this one dream where there was a wheel, and this guy holding the wheel had all these, they looked like flames on it, and each flame, they were a different color, and each of these colors were the colors of our chakras. And this wheel, he was spinning it smoothly. And if you think of the chakras, we've got, you know, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, indigo. When all of our chakras are aligned and we're grounded, then this wheel is moving smoothly. So it's just really good advice to stay grounded during all this cosmic stuff happening at the moment. And some of you might feel it, about, you know, take some time, take your rest, align your chakras, eat good food, be with good people, and don't push too hard. It's sort of the main theme, right? So I took my book out, but actually I remember all this stuff, so it doesn't matter. So let's just see how these energies really play out in your reading for March. All right, so I've meditated on your cards and shuffled them. I'm just going to give it a little bit more of a shuffle, and let's go ahead and start selecting. Card number 1. 6 of Swords. So you could be moving on from a difficult situation onto calmer waters, or even physically moving. Oh, ooh, too many. Come out. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles has a lot to do with, I guess, ideas about your material world becoming reality, and you actually receiving a bit of seeing the fruits of that come to fruition, and so seeing the labors come to fruition. And so now you're beginning to look to the future of how this can actually work for you. Two cards came out. The first one is the Knight of Pentacles. Are you getting bored? You're Aquarian, maybe. I mean, he's kind of like the dullest of the deck, you know? Really earthy energy. So, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, quite heavy, but also when it's in its reverse, he's a bit dull, isn't he? So maybe you're dealing with somebody like that, you know? You could be dealing with that earth heavy energy. There you are, Queen of Swords, ready to cut that out. Cut it out. She is there in all of her glory, but in a fair way. Ace of Wands, new beginnings. Yes. This could be in a number of areas. If it's having to do, it could be you have a new business idea, you know, and you're really excited and passionate about it. Or you could have a new relationship. It's a good sign there. Ooh, King of Swords. What is happening? Have you met your mental match? It could be, because we've got the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, right in the center, the Ace of Swords. Could be a very good match here. The Queen rules anything more of the heart, and the King rules, I mean, they're both mind-centered, but the King is sort of like the bigger picture. The Queen is sort of like the inner picture, right? It's a good match. Good match, especially with the Ace of Wands. You could have this new business partnership where you could have a new business partnership with these types that are just going to, you know, really push a project forward when you work together. Or it could just be another air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay, let's get another card. Okay. 3 of Cups in its reverse. May or may not be a good sign, especially where you're headed. You could be celebrating with the wrong crowd. I think I said that, you know, like be careful who you're hanging out with as well. That was kind of one of the messages, and see if that's actually really good for you. And also the 2 of Wands. Partnerships, looking into the future. But yeah, this This Three of Cups, it could be the wrong crowd. It could be three is a crowd, especially in its reverse. And this could be somebody overseas. You could be headed overseas. Something like that. Ooh. Two of Cups. Maybe reciprocal love in a relationship. I mean, it looks like you're moving, or you're moving on from a situation at least, you know. And then you've got the Page of Pentacles, where you're beginning to see the fruits of your labor, and you are looking into the future with how this can work for you. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, who's quite bored. Maybe you're the one bored of the situation, and that's why you're moving. You could have this new partnership with the King of Swords type, or you could be the Queen of Swords, you know, vice versa, whatever it is. But it looks like a really compatible match. But we've got this in there. So it could be you cleaning out people in your life that don't no longer serve you. And if you're moving, then absolutely, you're kind of getting away from all that, aren't you? Moving on to bigger and better. This is also another card of partnerships and moving on. This could be a good business partnership. But he's also looking this way, right? Like he's looking towards that card. So, you know, it could also be cautionary to look at your business partnerships and really assess if whoever you're in partnership with is going to really help you. And then we end with the Two of Cups. So, could be that. Let's get some clarity. Ooh, first one. 10 of Pentacles. You're moving for more abundance. That's the Six of Cups. Yeah, definitely moving. Wow, we've got the Chariot with that. You could be it could be Cancer. You could have Cancer energy in there. That's a card of Cancer. But also, that's just a really ambitious card. So you're definitely on the move, and in your mind, you've got sort of this idea of success and victory, because victory is yours. You're finally going to get there. You're moving on. What's the Page of Pentacles about? Oh, shoot. Shoot. Too many cards. Two of Pentacles, but you got this, the Two of Swords as a clarifier. So it could be that you felt a bit stuck. You were in a situation that you felt a bit stuck. Let's see, anything else? Wow, that's a lot of cards. Well, okay. It could also just be like you're in, yeah, you're in a partnership where it's like the energies are equal, and that's where the King and Queen of Swords come in. You know, the energies are equal. You've had to leave a situation to get a better perspective on things, but you're following your heart on it. You've had all these cards come out. So it's the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, we got Ace of Wands again. So it's a very important theme. You need a little bit of life back into what you're doing. You're getting a little bit bored. Okay, it makes sense. Got it. Yes. I'm sure it resonates with you, Aquas, right? Fell out of love with what you were doing. Oh, you got to move on. Okay, Queen of Swords. That's where you're coming from. Either it's already happened or it's happening. Okay? So the next two phases are, the next one is kind of what's happening right now, but again, because time is fluid, it all depends on your situation. What's the Queen of Swords about? Four of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. yeah, you're beginning to see the clarity in your situation and seeing what actually doesn't serve you anymore. So you seem to cut it out because you were in this position of needing assistance. You know, you were needing a little bit of assistance, or maybe you were the one doing the assistance, but seeing the clarity around that. And it seems like you're cutting all that out. You're cutting all that out. I don't need that in my life anymore. Ace of Wands. Oh, I forgot. The bottom of your deck. Oh yeah, look, that's bottom of your deck. That's part of your overall energy. 8 of Wands. So you're on the move. Things are moving quickly. Well, that's good. There was a lot of stagnant energy with a lot of the other signs, but I feel like with you, you're moving. You're getting things done. You're getting things out there. Things are beginning to take shape. Ace of Wands. What's that about? Nine of Swords and the 10 of Cups. Well, you're definitely figuring things out. You're figuring things out, where things need to go. You're cutting certain things out of your life and you have a new perspective. Yeah, look, we've got, whoa, definitely travel. So you've got this Ace of Swords, which is truth. So you've come to your truth, and you've come to through your truth through all this letting go and going back and forth, and you're finally going forward and traveling. Traveling, or even like you've reached completion and you're ready for that next phase. It's the King of Swords. You've got the Page of Swords and Strength. So you could be putting a stop to some malicious behavior that somebody has around you. That might have happened, or that's already, or it's going to happen. Every time I see the Page of Swords, especially in reverse, it always reminds me of gossips. You know, people who are just spying on you and don't really have your best interests at heart, and maybe they're a little bit jealous or whatever it is. But you've used your strength. You have this king-like energy where you're cutting things out. You're putting your foot down, but you're not doing it in a destructive way. You know, you're doing it in an honorable way. It's honorable. You put a stop to those haters, right? What is the Three of Cups? Trying to find balance. Okay, yeah, if you've been partying quite a bit, you could be headed that way. A little bit too much partying. You need to find balance. So, you know, after, I can see that where, you know, you finally make this decision, you're moving on to bigger and better things. You could be doing you can be a little bit indulgent and doing a bit of partying, you know, so you've got to do balancing. You've got it by the end of the month, you got to get everything back in balance. Two of Wands. Get your focus back on work. Start planning for the big picture, you know, the future. Get back your focus back on there and get yourself grounded. The Queen of Pentacles knows. She knows how to conduct herself in a boardroom at the same time as being a great mother and woman or man who takes care of the home and the people around her. It's really strong earth energy as well, so you could be dealing with somebody with earth energy. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She also likes nice things. She likes nice things. So you might get a bit of pampering in there, but also take care of yourself. Get yourself in order so you can start to afford these things, right? Two of Cups. What is the Two of Cups all about? Just need one card. Well, this one flipped up. You've got the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of people involved in your reading this month. Lots of people. The good thing is, yeah, no, it's just a ton of people. Maybe Because I'm seeing the Lover's card with the Two of Cups, you could be involved with someone who's quite a bit younger than you. You know? I see the King and Queen with pages. Are there knights here? Oh, there's one knight. Yeah, but and especially because you've got like lots of cards about partnership. You could even be dealing with somebody who's quite a bit younger than you. The Queen of Cups came along at the end, so you know you might have some really loving times with your loved one. Ooh, oh, that's too many. Just one, please. Take that. New beginnings. You got quite a few aces in this reading, so this is a really good month for you. But coupled with the Knight of Pentacles, but he's in its upright this time. So what that's telling me is that you've sort of balanced everything out and you understand. You're no longer bored. You're moving forward. You're moving forward and you're allowing yourself to be kind to your heart and really listening to it this time. When you let ego in the way, it's never a good thing, is it? This is giving you that soulful happiness with your loved one. Aw, that's so cute. That's so cute. Let's see what messages we have for you for the month. Bit of advice. Change of mind. Change of mind. I'm going to grab the book on that one. Let's see. This card comes when we're in the process of moving to a higher level of cognitive functioning. This is a direct effect of the shifting vibrational frequencies. The card signifies the shifting in your conscious functioning. And you're getting into higher frequencies. You can be seen as a change in your perception of how you view yourself, how you view the world, and the understanding of your innate connection with Source. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, and I get it, because if you're moving, I mean, this is talking about in a spiritual sense of like shifting frequencies and thinking and that kind of stuff. But if we're looking at it more in like an earthly 3D reality, if you're moving and all this stuff, you could be in a little bit of a brain fog. There's like, it'll take you a little bit of time to catch up and find that balance. And oh, I get it. And that's why you've got, I think there's just like a little bit of too much of celebrating, and then you have to sort of balance yourself out. By the time you move, whether you're physically moving or onto a new job or on this different situation, you're going to have to start thinking a little bit differently. There's different things that you need to adopt into your daily life, into your lifestyle, to sort of integrate all of these things. It's normal to experience forgetfulness, mild confusion, time passing quickly or slowly. You can do or doing things you would never have considered before. There could be a mild irritability and lack of patience with yourself and others. So don't worry if you find yourself frustrated with your mind's ability to process information. Once the energy shift is complete, you'll be mentally clear and vibrant. Yeah, I think it's just about like just being aware that because things in your world are changing, just don't be so hard on yourself about it. You know, things are going to balance out. You're going to get to that balance. Even if things are a little bit difficult and you have to, you know, put people in their place once in a while. Okay? That was a really great reading for you, Aquarius. I'm really happy for you, and it sounds really exciting. You're getting out of that boringness. You're getting out of the mundane and boringness, and you're doing something that is going to bring you joy and you happiness. That's a great thing for anyone, isn't it? So thank you so much for joining me on this. If you like it, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a personalized reading, my details are below. Until next time, I will see you in April. Much love. Bye.